Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's me, Mary. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz, and I'm here today with a Saturday edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. It looks like Statler may be receiving some closure. I could be wrong. I'm probably am wrong. And Corona has been exploding all over the gram basically the whole week. And let's just hop right into this. I'm going to let you guys start coming into the room. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for joining me. And this has been a very interesting past couple of days in the 90-day world. Corona has had a lot of things that she wants to get off her chest. Of course, Statler has been talking a lot. There is Loren shenanigans going on. So this may be a long video. I want to warn you guys that this may be a long one. So you may want to go get a snack, roll a joint, whatever you do while you watch me. That's what I'm trying to say. You may want to pause me real quick and go do that because this may be a long one because these people really love to talk. And there was so much crap going on in just like the last 48 hours. So let's hop right into this. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining me this Saturday afternoon. Can you believe November? It's already November 16th. Like November's halfway over. What in the actual fuck? I mean, the last time I looked, it was like summertime. And now, before we know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then the year's over. This year went by way too fucking quick, in my opinion. So let's hop right into this. So much drama for the past 48 hours. So, first of all, it looks like Statler is finally getting some type of closure. Okay. Dempsey returned the teddy bears. Remember these teddy bears that she accused Dempsey of kidnapping? Well, Dempsey finally returned the bears. And I just want to share with you guys Statler's stories from when she got the bears back. So give me 1 second. Let me just. Okay, so this is from Statler's stories when she got the package from Dempsey with the teddy bears back. So she claims the package wasn't closed very well. The first story has no sound, it's just her carrying the teddy bears into the house.
Oh my god. Oh, it is. It's holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So that is Dempsey being overjoyed. I'm sorry, Statler being overjoyed that Dempsey finally returned her teddy bears. And I was hoping that that was going to bring her some type of closure, but of course it didn't. Because then the very next day, she is back on her stories and she is talking about van life. Okay. And I just feel that Stadler is just a negative Nancy. Okay, guys, it's just in her nature to be a negative Nancy. She had such a beautiful experience. As you can see, she says she lived in the van for a year and a half. Okay, so I mean, they went everywhere. Yes, they had some the experiences that weren't so great, like the van almost caught fire, she says here. Um, where is it, guys? I'm sorry. I think I have these out of order. Well, in one of the stories, she says that the van almost caught fire due to a electrical problem. Yeah, here we go. We have many, many issues with the van. We nearly died in it due to electrical wires lighting on fire and nearly exploding under us. Our brakes went out. Our brakes went out down a mountain. Many issues. No flat tires, though. I bought us new, thicker ones. That is fucking scary. Okay, to have wires almost exploding underneath you. She, he scribed cold nights, not being able to get the heat working properly. I mean, all that kind of stuff really does suck. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like this was such a beautiful experience. Yes, the relationship didn't work out. I understand she is still very, very bitter. Yes, I'm going to say it. She is bitter against Dempsey. She has a lot of anger towards Dempsey. And yes, I get it. But sometimes you just need to walk away from the anger, or otherwise it's going to eat you alive. And Dempsey, you know, she had her own flaws, and Statler and Dempsey were just like vinegar and oil. Didn't necessarily work. I mean, not everybody likes vinegar and oil together. So they just kept clashing and clashing until, the point that it just imploded. And I believe, this is my opinion because I wasn't there. I wasn't a fly on the wall. That Statler, impulsively decided at the last minute, this is not, I'm not dealing with this. And she decided to go back home. And for whatever reasons, didn't pack her teddy bears. Okay. I don't believe Dempsey was purposely holding them from her. So I'm glad that she got her bears back. Okay. So that's what it comes down to. I just wish Statler would just let this all go. She has this new project that she's working on. Okay. She wants to expose the reality of reality TV and how they abuse the cast members and exploit the cast members. And I'm down with all that, but Stadler sometimes, like I said, sometimes you're so damn loud, your message gets drowned because you're so loud, because you're so into fighting here and this cast member's a puppet and that cast member's a puppet. By the way, did I mention, guys, that Statler recently blocked me? Yeah, like in the last 24 hours. I find that highly fucking amusing. So, anyway, Dempsey has some great advice for all of us. Don't grow up, it's just a trap. And I agree with her. Growing up is a trap. So, moving on. Corona has been exploding all over the gram for like the past 3 to 4 days. I did a video before this about her exploding and blowing Inky's ass up. Now she came with screenshots, timeline, proof, and receipts, like Heather from the Housewives of Salt Lake City says. She provided the receipt of her fiance petition for Inky. She says, correction, we stopped filming in February 2024. We applied for our fiance visa in May of 2024. But yes, keep believing these bullshit ass lies that it was all fake and we broke up before filming. And then she drops the bomb. We almost eloped in Vegas in April. That's another story. Dodged a bazooka. Her friends we're fighting fans in the comments because people are saying, that their relationship was scripted, and Statler is just going on and on. And I'm just going to share her words with you guys. Okay, so grab your snack, light up your joint, put your seatbelt on because Corona has been going off for the past couple of days. So
It's full of fucking lies. If y'all want to read a bunch of lies, read some lies. I don't know. Don't come to my page if you want lies, because all I got is the truth. I'm sorry. And the truth is, I'm so happy me and Inky aren't together anymore. I'm so fucking happy. It was the worst sex of my life. And I mean that. I mean that. Inky is a bottom. These fingers lived up his ass. Toys up his ass. I bought a bunch of sex toys for the two of us. They all went up his ass. Those toys were for me. Corona never got hers. He's the most selfish fucking lover I've ever fucking had.
So that
If
was part
anybody
one.
talks to this motherfucker, tell him he can run me my check. Feel free. So this is probably going to be hard for some of you to believe, but I'm actually decent friends with most of my exes. Except Inky, obviously, and maybe one other one, but I normally end on good terms. This isn't like oh, they broke up, so she's crazy, she's always like that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, so I guess the new thing now, you guys are trying to come for my career? That's really silly. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna laugh at that. I know y'all think y'all are really doing something, and I'm not even gonna be mad at it because it's just so inaccurate that all I can do is laugh. I think that's so fucking funny. I'm actually very good at what I do, and I try really hard. And I'm already my biggest critic professionally anyway, so nothing anybody could say you guys can't say shit to me. I'm sorry. I'm also really good at what I do. But then I guess I have to think, if I were like some lonely troll whose like whole life is to bash people that go on TV, like I'd be pressed looking at me too. Like, how does this bitch have an actual career? I'd be mad too. I get it, girl. Be mad. Be mad. Am I currently dating?
And this morning, I woke up to a whole bunch of new Corona stories, which I'm going to share with you guys because I love you guys all so much.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure I'm still sexually attracted to men. I know that sounds harsh, but like I'm not sure. The last sexual encounter me and Inky had was 5 minutes of missionary where he proceeded to drool in my mouth accidentally. I'm sorry, just thinking
I'm sorry, guys. I should have warned you before that. My bad.
about it makes me want to hurl. I don't know. But I'm a hopeless romantic at heart. So I think ultimately, like, yes, I would love to be a wife. I love the wifey duties. I think they're so cute, but I'm also a boss bitch. I want to be a boss bitch, but I love, like, I don't know, let me cater to you because, baby, this is your day. You know, I'm into it. Honestly, when we were in Iceland, there weren't many turnoffs. He was still trying in Iceland. He was still, like, putting in effort, and I was putting in effort, and, like, it was honestly pretty fun. It wasn't until we got to the States where he decided to just give the fuck up entirely and then started wearing tank tops. And I wasn't ready to see him in a tank top, first of all. And also for him to just fucking give up on trying. I'm telling you, like, I'm walking down concrete stairs to get out of my apartment in like high heels. And he couldn't even be bothered to reach out a hand to help me down the stairs. Like, gave the fuck up. So I have two Sphinx in my lap. This is Trixie. She's almost always in my lap, actually. Oh, she's curled up like a little scrimp. Trixie's my snuggle bug. They are both 4 years old. They were both born. Trixie was born May of 2020. Tits was born March of 2020. And they're all California. We're all Cali girls. I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's a Philly girl. She's a Philly girl. I hate to say it. We're Cali girls. I'm from Texas originally.
She's a Cali girl. All you Cali girls out there,
but Callie's my chosen home. All right. Well, I mean, I wasn't with him for his looks, but I thought he was the yin to my yang. I really did. I thought his calm, cool energy really balanced my like hot in your face energy, whatever. And like I could help bring him up and he could help cool me down. That's really what I thought. That's not what ended up happening in practice. In theory, it's beautiful. In practice, it's a disaster. But I even like when I filmed my confessional, they'd ask me like, what do you see in Inky? Why do you like Inky? And it was the only time I cried on camera. I was so in love with that fool. I cried on camera talking about him. And they didn't even air that. Interesting that they chose the one time I cried to not even air it. All right, well, let me clear this up. I thought I have a few times, but I guess not. I do consider myself queer. I date gays, theys, non-binary, femmes, studs, whatever. I'm just saying I'm not sure if I'm currently sexually attracted to cis men, given what just happened to me. It's just like, And I know like they're not all like that, but it's like, it's going to take someone remarkable because Ooh, travel. So I actually do have some fun travel coming up. I mean, very next, I'm going to Texas to see my family for Thanksgiving, obviously. And then for New Year's, I will be in Berlin. Sometime in January, I will also be in Amsterdam. Plan on going to Switzerland, Austria. I really want to go to Barcelona, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. But yeah, that's all. That's just January. No. So actually, fun fact, I thought I was his first girlfriend. I wasn't. He actually spilled the beans himself that he had dated someone before me for about 5 months, but they split. And then apparently for 10 years, she was trying to get her shit back from him and he just wouldn't give it back to her. And she lived in Iceland. So it's like, bruh, give her back her shit. I don't know. That should have been a red flag when he told me that, honestly. But, you know, hindsight, I swear.
What kind of shit was he holding on to for 10 years?
I'm smart, but sometimes I'm real dumb. That was a real dumb thing. Y'all could drag me for that. That was a mistake.
So yeah. Um so that was basically the gist of Corona's explosion the past couple of days, totally throwing Inky and his sexual prowess under the bus, out there, laying out there as roadkill. Okay, it's not enough that she announced on TV that she broke its penis, but now she announced on his social media that he's a bottom, and yeah, well, you guys heard what she said already. So anyway, we have Loren. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Shekinah's engagement. Yes, that's who we have next. Shekinah and her ring and her red dress. Okay, so first of all, she wants everyone to know that red was the traditional color. Okay, and that's why she was wearing red. She's shocked that Sarper was able to pick out such a perfect ring because she only described the ring to him. She only said that she wanted a single stone and a very skinny man, and he literally picked the ring that she would have picked, and he did it all by himself. I believe his cousin probably helped them, but so then she says here in her last story, a lot of people wondering why I had the ring on in one of the shots before the proposal. The reason is that we had two conversations in the cabin of the yacht, one before the proposal and one after. They used bits of the first convo mixed in with the second. It was poor editing and caused this confusion, but here is your explanation. So uh, there we go. I didn't even know there was confusion. I didn't even spot that. So now she kind of goes on to say, She had really bad Botox done in Turkey right before the filming of the last scenes of the season. It froze my half of my jaw, making my mouth crooked and chin look huge. I was so upset it ruined my face for these major life moments. Then we have Shekinah and Sarper with Sarper's cousin, who is like Shekinah's sister now. And then Shekinah says, fun fact, Sarper and I take little moments to be alone during filming or in overstimulating situations to reconnect and recharge because we are actually introverts who thrive on peaceful environments and in being alone. So there we go. Shekinah and Sarper, they're engaged. Sarper's in the US, as we all know. And we will see them on the next season of 90 Day Fiance, I am sure. So moving on, we have Tata, who is acting like a TikTok influencer, putting up all these videos and stuff on TikTok. So yeah, and Tata's trying to make her side hustle between the banana chips, the earrings, and now TikTok. So on Monday is the tell all, okay? And we're going to have Sean Robinson back. What do you guys think about Sean as the tell all host? I think they could get someone better, honestly, after all these years. I'm sick of Sean. She doesn't ask the right questions. She lets them get away with bullshit. I mean, I'm literally sitting there screaming at the TV, screaming questions. Who would you guys have as a host for the tell all? Because I'm sorry. And Sean, no disrespect. We all love Sean. She's gorgeous. But and she needs to step it up as tell all host. Okay. So, anyway, moving on, we have Loren and his shenanigans. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. We have Magda and Joe. Yes, my slides are all out of order. They're pissing me off. First, we have Adnan and Tigerlily, who are living van life. That's what we have. I don't know why my slides are all out of order, and it's pissing me the fuck off. So, Adnan and Tigerlily are living van life. I'm pretty sure Adnan is here in the States. Okay, so I don't know, how dumb they think we are, but they're together. He's fishing. He's doing the Jumanji thing. I mean, whatever. So they will be back for another season. Now we have Loren and his shenanigans. Okay. Now put your seatbelt on for this one because he did an answer and question sesh. And anyway, okay, so he's been banned from Reddit once again, okay, for his shenanigans on Reddit. He keeps running into fans, okay, and he thinks, this is a good thing, taking pictures with fans. Maybe it's going to bring me back on another season. No, Loren, go away, okay, honestly. So now I'm going to play his question and answer session that he did. I want to apologize in advance. I was trying to multitask at the time and I was driving with my friend and I was using the GPS on my phone. So there's going to be sections in this that the GPS is going to pop up and it's going to record. But this is pretty good or bad considering it's Loren. So let me just share this with you guys. And yeah, so this is Loren answering a bunch of fan submitted questions.
To watch the rest to find out about that one. I don't really travel, right? I pay child support, so I just go to work. Every day, forever. My first time traveling was the Philippines, and it was good. My favorite part was that I found peace there, It wasn't anything. It's what I wanted. I need to go back when I was like 2 or 3 years old and restart my life completely. Every second you're alive that you're not trying to better yourself, right? I mean, you just waste it. You waste all that time. I could have been studying for a life in the Philippines for like 30 years of my life instead of not. So I guess being alive for my entire life, not focusing on what matters till I was like 30 something years old. I really hope he shows up to do it. I mean, I'm totally down. I plan on losing.
Okay, guys. So who would you bet on? Okay, if DraftKings or Sportsbook or one of those betting apps, okay, had Lauren Allen versus Kyle Gordy in a 90-Day Fiance boxing match, who would you bet to win? And would there be a knockout or would it be by decision? Okay, let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I think Kyle would knock him the fuck out. And you know how much Kyle, just saying his name is making my skin crawl right now. Like literally. I'm like, "Ooh." Okay, so yeah.
That's half the fun, right? I'm supposed to lose. I'm sure he could do it. We'll find out. I work at Gypsy. I have worked at Phoenix. Dust. Where else do we work? The Composery Room. Badlands. I don't really care for bars. I work there. I don't go there. No idea what my favorite casino is. I mean, I've walked through them. That's about as far as it goes. I don't think you find them. I mean, it literally just happens. The very seldom times I've ever really had sex, especially with a transgender person, which is even in smaller amount, you take what you get, right? So it just so happened to be that way. I guess my favorite.
In half a mile, take a slight right turn onto North 4th Street.
Once again, I apologize for the Siri GPS. I was trying to multitask.
I don't know. I've made a lot of pizza and curry in my life. In high school, I was a monster. I hated everyone. I wanted to die. You know, I had sex. That's how I have 2 kids. But you know, I literally hated my life in every single way for a very, very long time. And I bump into people all the time. I have lots of pictures on my profile of me bumping into people who watched this show. Hi. Hey. Never really watched the show, but I guess I really like Renee. Even though I've never watched her, she likes chickens. I also like chickens. NDA. They're like a regular one, but they smell
I just want to say, doesn't it make sense that he would say Renee is his favorite cast member?
different, right? Yeah, my character's wild. I want to meet Rain because we both like chickens. It's important. I used to be really close with my daughter, and then my ex-wife cut everyone off from her life to join a cult, and now they're in their own little fantasy land of nonsense. If I don't have work, it's like Metamucil drink of some kind with leftover tea. Hopefully it's been sitting out for about a week. Get a little kombucha action. And then it's either leftovers, or if it's not, it's a mixture of like herbs, fruit, and vegetables. I am 07/25, 1990. So a Leo and a horse. It's not like a short answer. There's like a lot of rage, a lot of, not like moving. I lived on a farm. Hated my life, hated everything around me for sure for a really long time. Fighting obesity, going to the psych ward 3 times. Trying to kill myself a lot, you know, great, you know, life. With my great grandma for a little while, that was great. You know, normal kid stuff. DJ Maxx is fine. It's you know, you work 5 to 6 days a week. And then, I don't know. I mean, I guess I enjoy my life now. I'm just waiting, right, for the next thing. The thing I would change is NDA, and the thing that I'm grateful for is NDA. And
Go past this light. Then at the next one, take a slight right turn.
NDA, my life is just, you know, it's whatever. I go to work, and then I go to work, and then sometimes I go to work after work, and then I get to go to sleep, and that's all I really want until NDA, and me and NDA. I mean, I get to take pictures with random people. That's kind of cool. Other than that,
At the light, take a slight
doesn't
right
really
turn
change
onto North
anything,
4th Street, then take the first right
I
onto
guess,
Roebling Street.
because social media doesn't matter to me at all. Right now, all I really can do is cooking, grocery shopping.
At the light,
for fun.
turn right onto Roebling Street, then take the
Before,
first left onto
we had
North
fight
6th
night, we had
Street.
a movie night, we had wine and cheese night, we had LARPing day / weekend,
Go past this
board
light,
game nights.
then at the next one, turn left.
I like all kinds of art, all kinds of stuff. Right now, I go to work and I'm waiting for me an NDA. So, like, in a way, I got paid. The amount I'm not probably supposed to tell you, but it's been like released how much they give us. Basically, when I came back from the Philippines, I went back to work. But then TJ Maxx is like, well, we're not going to tell the government that you work here. And I'm just like, what? And then child support's like, well.
Now, this story makes absolutely no fucking sense. TJ Maxx is not like some undercover operation that they're going to be like, oh, we're not going to report to the government that you work here. TJ Maxx is a major franchise store, okay? Corporation, corporate offices. I just don't picture them just randomly saying, listen, Loren Allen, we're just not going to report to the government that you're working here.
You don't work here. And I'm like, no, I work there 5 days a week.
At the light, turn left onto North 6th Street.
I tried to sign up to pay online, and they're like, we're going to send you a letter in like 3 months. I'm just like, no, not 3 months. And so all this time got backed up. So by the time
in a quarter mile, the destination is on your right.
My child support online or through TJ Maxx, I was back all this money. And then my third job refused to pay me. So all the money I thought I had saved up for this third job was like, no, we're just not going to pay you for like the 6 months you've been working here. And I'm just like, oh my God. And so all the TV show money went to my ex-wife because everyone refused.
Which that story makes no sense to me either. How he was working for this gift shop, I think it was, or a newsstand or some shit, and he was working for her for like 6 months, didn't get paid the whole time, and he was like, hey, when are you going to pay me? And she was like, oh no, I'm not going to pay you. Does that make sense to you?
Used to accept the fact that I worked there and I should get paid.
And so I don't know. You tell me, guys. Okay, you tell me what you think about Loren and his stories and shit. Now, here's Tata trying to act like she's a TikTok influencer. Like I said, my slides are all out of order, freaking pissing me off. So here's Tata.
Laugh, okay?
Okay.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
What?
A fish. What kind of tea is hard to swallow?
Tell me.
Reality.
So I think Tata really needs to look into getting a real job. But that's just me. Now, Faith, on the other hand, pays tribute to her brother. Okay, she's like, we're so proud of you. I love you. And, Faith is beautiful. And I hope that she finds true love and that the show, exposes her to more opportunities and something good comes out of it for her being embarrassed on national TV. As we see this coming Sunday, she's talking to her friends about him having the disease of the horse. Yeah, so oh, Natalie, I didn't know that he gave TJ Maxx a fake name and someone else's social security number. And he's just saying that TJ Maxx was like, "Oh, we're not going to tell the government you worked here." You see what I mean? He's so full of shit. Natalie, thank you for telling me. Thank you. I mean, he is such a. I've known that story was fishy all along. Okay, because there's no way a corporation's going to be like, "Oh, we're not going to tell the government that you work here." He gave them a fucking fake name and fake social security number, trying to dodge child support. Makes total fucking sense. He is such a douchebag. Telling you, makes my skin crawl. Makes my skin crawl. Okay, Bea. She held a question and answer sesh. I want you guys. I mean, this was kind of going to be a long one. I mean, these people love to talk and share info. So her favorite cast member this season so far is Niles. One helped you on the long flight with anxiety. I would love to travel, but I have anxiety. I colored on the plane, had games, I played on my phone, watched movies, pretty much anything to distract my mind. Was the kissing good? And she says there was no makeout lessons needed. Are you willing to convert to Muslim for Sunny? As you saw in last week's episode, I don't have any plans of changing my faith. What attracted you to Sunny? His unibrow. Do you talk to other any anyone other cast members from your season? Yeah, of course. We have a group chat with a few of us in there. I would like to know who's in that group chat. From what I understand, basically almost every season, the cast members have a group chat to like support each other and gossip and stuff. So I want to know who's in this group chat. So moving on. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Are you and Sunny going to be at the tell-all? Do you know when the tell-all is? Hmm. Is Renee as crazy and disgusting as a human being in person and as on the show? And she says, I wouldn't say all that. I think some mental health issues for sure. I also think we should be kind to people. Regardless, this world needs more love. So someone else asks, who's in the group chat? And she's going to say, I'm not going to name drop, but there is 9 of us in there. Someone else asked her, do you think Chidi is a scammer or not for asking fans for $50,000? And she says, not at all. Did you grow up Amish? No, Pentecostal. So we have a throwback picture of her. And then she says, when a man is meant for you, he'll bring you peace and clarity, not chaos and confusion. And someone else says, you do realize you are a 1,000 out of 10. And she says, yeah, I get told daily. Thank you, though. So, like I said before, I have a feeling that her and Sonny, or as she calls him, Sonny Honey, are still together and doing the long distance thing. Last Sunday, we got introduced to Magda and Joe. Okay. And this is going to be interesting once Joe gets to Poland. If he goes to Poland, which I'm assuming he did go to Poland because these two are sitting here together. And Magda says, you make me a better person. And that pepperoni pizza looks damn good to me. So moving on, we have Brian, and we're going to see him this Sunday. I wonder what kind of pity party he's going to bring with him. Vanja and Bosnian Peter, you guys. Okay, that looks very, very interesting. And her mom knows how to make her happy, she says. So now the last resort 2 is right around the corner on December 2nd. And we have a Jasmine, which, by the way, how the fuck did she become a meme? Okay, if you go on this page, see Bus Memes. It's a Canadian meme page. Well, they have Jasmine. She's a fucking meme. Okay, like give me a break. You couldn't find any other 90-day person, okay, complaining about the weather in their city, but Jasmine to put for your meme. Okay. Anyway, Gina was in New York this week. I hear word on the street he was filming the last couple of scenes for Single Life, and Jasmine and her boo were also in New York this week, allegedly filming their last couple of scenes, and Jasmine and Gina were also filming scenes together. This is what I hear. Don't hold me to it. And speaking of Single Life, um, Last Resort season 2 cast members, we have Rob and Josh, okay, hanging out with Jamal, the three amigos doing their thing from New York to Puerto Rico. I'm jealous. Now, as part as the Last Resort to pu- publicity, 90 Day Fiance, the official Instagram page, like the one that's run by TLC, is like reposting old clips of like the couples from Last Resort during like their, I want to say, most memorable arguments. And remember when Rob and Sophie had that argument about the duvet? Do you remember that? They said duvet so many times during that scene that if you would have took a shot for every time either one of them said duvet, you would have been dead by the end of the scene. Do you remember that scene? Well, a 90 Day Fiance official reposted a little clip from that scene, and this is what Rob had to say. You guys, no, this is from 2021. It's nearly 2025. How bored is this page? With the rolling eye emoji. I don't know if he realized that this is the 90 Day Fiance official Instagram page, but hey, I agree. This is from like how many years ago? So they also reposted when Florian and Stacy wanted to renew their vows and they were looking at wedding venues, and they had the wedding planner in the middle of like this awkward argument because Florian couldn't believe these things cost so much money and he wanted to get more for his money, and the wedding planner's kind of like standing there looking between the two of them. I had the pleasure of sitting down with Danielle, the reality TV wedding planner. I'm going to put the link in my description. If you guys haven't checked out this interview, please do. She is a sweetheart. She's a follower, she's a subscriber, and she's had the pleasure of doing many reality TV weddings, including Angelina from the Jersey Shore, Sheena from Vanderpump Rules, and of course, Stacy and Florian. So check out my interview. I'll put the link in my description box. So I was, checking out the stories of the people from Last Resort too, and I've noticed that both Jasmine and Natalie and one other, oh, I think it was Sophie. Yeah, Jasmine, Natalie, and Sophie all were advertising this particular attorney in their stories. And I was like, that's interesting. I've seen this woman before, so I decided to go look on her page, and it turns out that she is Darcy and Stacy's favorite immigration lawyer, and she's also hung out with, as you see here, she's here with Darcy and Stacy and Natalie and Sophie and Georgie and Florian. So I'm wondering if she may be woven in somehow with the Last Resort, how they had the therapist, and maybe they'll have her woven in. I don't know. Maybe it's all the pot that I smoke that I have these crazy conspiracy theories. But to me it just seems weird how um the ladies who are appearing on The Last Resort are like promoting her. Um I don't know. So we'll see when the season starts next month. But the one thing that I want to know, and it's bugging the shit out of me, why couldn't they just Photoshop Josh into all the pictures? I mean, even if he had to leave, um, because of, I think, okay, I have two theories of why Josh is not in the pictures. I think that Josh might have had to leave because of his son's accident in the beginning of the year. But then the timing of filming is kind of off with the accident, but maybe the person was off with the timing of filming. So there's a lot of variables that are going into this. But I believe that Josh had to leave because of his son's accident in the beginning of the year. But the real question is, why don't they just Photoshop him in? I don't get it. I mean, where is Josh? Why is he missing from all the promo pictures? Now, before I wrap up this edition of Oy Vey, just a couple of miscellaneous cast updates. Mohammed is back. Just in case you were missing him, I didn't even realize he was gone, but he was off to Egypt apparently for a bit, and now he's back. So, yeah, just to let you guys know. And apparently, Mohammed sells jewelry. So, I guess that's one of his side hustles besides working in Costco. So, hey, I just don't understand how he got to stay here. That's one person I don't understand how he got to stay here. Veronica is looking really good after her liposuction procedure. Did you guys know that she had liposuction? Yeah, so she looks really good. Okay, and that's an adorable kitty. And Kalani's daughter is fucking adorable. She is so beautiful. I think Kalani is beautiful, and I think her daughter is her spitting image. And on the right is Sam, Sam and Citra and Sam's little girl, and she looks just like her father. Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but to me, she looks just like her father. And speaking of babies, Jimena, you guys remember Jimena, right? Apparently, she had a baby, and Mike is paying tribute, to his love. And we have Yara, who is launching something very special soon. She is looking for a photographer. Okay, so if you happen to be a photographer, go hit Yara up. Mila is adorable, and Shida's pregnancy seems to be lasting forever. I could imagine for her, but for me, it seems like she's been pregnant for like 93 years. We have Miona and her man, Razvan showing off the abs, and Anfisa showing off her six pack. John, Patrick's brother John, everybody's favorite Uncle John, has a side hustle. He's selling barbecue spices for like meats on the grill, and you want to spice them up and stuff. I want to share this with you guys. Okay, this is actually really funny. So I guess they're at like a sales fair, and he got a customer to come to him. So let me share this with you guys.
Let's get your honest reaction.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. No,
Honest reaction.
it's great. But it's a lemon inside, a lot of acid for the dish.
Seafood for fish flavor.
The seafood, it's a little like sazon, but more heavy on lemon and more heavy on acid. And then some kind of, it's sour taste, but it's very balanced. So it's not only sour, but it's nice sour. It's a very gentle acid.
So there you go. Okay, so we all need to, Uncle John is doing the barbecue spice thing. And then we have Thais with Teodoro and Aladon. You guys remember Aladon? Yep. So And we have Corey and Evelyn. And finally, we have TJ. I wonder how he's holding up with Kim. They haven't exploded on the recently. Things have been quiet on that end. So I want to ask you guys, okay, why did one night I was scrolling through TikTok and I swore that this was Darcy? Okay. I mean, I thought the weed that I smoke, I don't know. I was like, what the hell is in this? I could have swore that this was Darcy.
Oldu. Hmm. Devir mi doğruyor? Şimdi bunu da doğruyorum. Bunu da. Evet. Bak ne kadar güzel bir salata yapıyorum sabah sabah. Salatalık var.
Yeah, I could have swore that was Darcy, guys. I mean, sometimes I get a little too stoned at night while I'm scrolling through TikTok and it fucks with my head. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me this Saturday afternoon and listening to me babble about all these crazy people on 90 Day. I mean, the past 48 hours has been nuts. It's like every time I look, somebody's going off on their stories about something. It's so much to like keep track of. But I want to bring it all together and bring it to you guys because I love all you guys so much and I love your support and I appreciate you all. So have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you on Monday for my recap of 90 Day B90. And that's basically it. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you don't subscribe already, share with a friend or 10, and join my membership if you haven't already. Bye, everybody. Thank you to all in chat.